So we also work with soccer imagery, right?
Okay.
She was a soccer player, and
Right.
she loved Mia Hamm, who was very famous at that
Right.
time. And we watched a little video of Mia Hamm with her children in the kitchen eating, and how important nutrition was. And I also used soccer imagery so that she could imagine that all the trauma, all the pain, all the anger was in the soccer ball. So in her mind, we would go to the soccer field and kick that soccer ball right into the net and score and score and score to release all the trauma. And another thing that I used was this story here called The Little Red Bird. And
Okay.
so that's why we have this
Oh,
little red.
is that why this is here?
That's right.
Okay. So the book wasn't enough. You brought an actual cage with the red bird sticking.
Yes. Yes, because I'm going to tell you the story.
Okay.
So this is about a little red bird who was in the cage, and she had everything to eat and drink and to read. Very content.
Right.
But one day, the cage door was open, and it was facing an open window of the room.
Ah.
And she had the opportunity, if she wanted, to fly outside for the very first time. So then she said, oh, look at that. I think those things are called trees, you know, and then people. And then after she flew out, she was playing with the children in the park and had a wonderful adventure. But at the end of the day, it was getting dark, and she asked this question, should I stay or should I go
Right.
back to home? What would you do?
Well, you know, especially if it's getting dark and I'm hungry, I'm going home. I got to eat.
Okay, so she took another route eventually, right? So after about 6 months' time of working together, she was able to go to a nutritionist who gave her a healthy diet to eat.
Right.
And that was impossible before that because she wasn't eating anything.
Right.
So with that, she was able to get through that school year. She won a spelling bee. She was class leader. She got all A's on her report card. And she was ecstatic that she was able to go to the 4th grade and go back to be on the soccer team.
Right.
And along with that, we never found out the exact cause, but it was related to trauma. And this trauma was so deep, as I said, the 4 levels of healing. When you
Right.
talk about emotion, and that sinks really deep down,
Right.
like it had with me with the cesarean sections.
Right. So now, how is she doing now?
Well, I kept in touch with her over the years. I would send her little gifts from around the world, pretending I was a little red bird. And then when she graduated from high school last year, I sent her a card and also a little note. And she was so happy to hear from me because we talked about the experience she had. She remembered all the imagery. She was so glad that I worked with her when no one else could or would.
Right.
And she knew from the very first meeting that she would be healed. And she was a happy, healthy young woman going off to college. This was 9 years after we had worked together. She's
Right.
now 18. And she was studying psychology and nutrition so she could help children in her situation.
Oh, wow.
So it's a beautiful story. So she healed on all 4 levels, body, mind, spirit, and emotionally.
And again, she came to you nonverbal.
That's right.
And now she's, you know, going to college and looks like she wants to help people do kind of basically what you did for her. That's great.
Yeah.